Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the third episode of the Mugs and Mikes podcast. I am Zeke.
The main host.
But I have two other hosts with me. I got GameCubeDude.
Hello.
And I got Nomad.
We're gonna switch things up for this episode.
Indeed.
Yes.
Yes.
As some of you might have noticed, our pal HackGame is not currently in this episode, and the reason being is that he does not actually own a Switch. He has not had a lot of time to use one. He told us the most he's done is a GameStop demo.
I think he said it was 15 minutes.
Yeah, I think we all unanimously agreed that, you know, he even agreed that he probably wouldn't have a lot to say, so we figured we won't push him into something that, you know, could waste his time. Instead, he could be doing his homework. Hack, if you're listening to this, you should be doing your homework. You know, that big assignment you told us about. He has to draw a comic, for those of you who are wondering.
Oh, that's cool.
Wait, you don't remember this?
I don't remember a lot right now. I'm going through a lot this week.
Dude, the poor Hack has been, like, absolutely screwed on homework assignments. He's got to draw, like, I think a 36-panel comic for, like, a project.
All colored.
Yeah, and it's like he has to do that within a week. That's hard, man. The three of us know how long Hack takes with his art. So that poor kid, I feel so bad for him right now.
Yeah, everyone, send your prayers to Hack. Also, yeah, it's a tough week for me because we're doing this a little early because I have to get this done because my sister's birthday lands on the same day the Switch was released.
Well, tell her I said happy birthday.
I'll tell everyone.
All right, cool.
So let's get straight on to the topic. So like we've mentioned, the Nintendo Switch is going to be a year old on March 3rd.
It's pretty crazy to think about. It's already a year old.
It's crazy to think.
I still remember the night I went out to Best Buy.
Oh, do you remember the Switch presentation? That was amazing, honestly.
I even remember that. Holy shit, they hyped that machine up big time.
That was hype. Did y'all remember the mistranslation? That poor guy who had to translate the guy for Splatoon 2?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, like they were doing like some kind of act on the stage and the guy couldn't keep up with the actor. So that kind of crumbled to pieces.
That was fun. It was all in good fun.
Yeah, I mean, we got some good memes out of it, but Splatoon 2 itself is a very good game. Do you guys have that game?
I do, actually.
I don't have it, but I've played a decent bit of it, and it's pretty good from what I've played.
Okay, yeah, you know. I once live streamed Salmon Run with some of my friends, and holy shit, that is way harder than you'd think it is.
I love Salmon Run. I actually got to professional in that mode.
Oh, nice.
It only took about 3 days.
3 days?
3 days, yeah. It was, I mean, I put in a lot of work to that, but it was easy. I don't know, I won't say it was easy, don't get me wrong, but at the same time, it was just, it was a nice change of pace, you know? Like, I'm used to, like, Call of Duty Zombies, you know?
Oh, yeah.
And that was a lot more fun than Call of Duty Zombies.
Oh, yeah. Especially since Call of Duty Zombies has pretty much been the same thing year after year after year after year. But that's a different story.
And also, I'll have to say, I had a lot of Japanese players as teammates, so that helped out a lot, too.
Oh my god, the Japanese are fucking nuts at that game. Every time I get into a lobby, like back when the original Splatoon was being played a lot, when I got into a lobby and I saw a Japanese person, I'm like, this is either going to go really good or this is going to go really bad. If he was on my team, really good. On the opposite team, really bad.
All right, so let me just pull this right back and switch topics real quick. And we're going to be doing switch puns the entire.
Did there.
We're going to do switch puns the entire time, so I'm terribly sorry for whoever that offends. But let's start by just asking the panel here, when did they receive a Switch, or when was the first time they interacted with a Switch?
All right, the first time I interacted with a Switch was when I was with one of my friends. I hadn't seen him in a while, so I figured we should meet up, and he had a Switch, and he let me try it out.
Nice,
Played some Breath of the Wild, which we can all agree was definitely the best launch game.
It was a pretty good game.
Yes.
Yep. I mean, I think most of us can agree. The rest of the Switch lineup was kind of underwhelming at launch.
Yes, I would have to agree, but GameCubeDude, when did you get the Switch? We're going to go to the launch a little bit later.
All right, so I remember this pretty well. I went the night before the Switch launches to my Best Buy because like I had heard they were going to do like some kind of ticket thing to where they only had so many Switches, so they were going to hand out tickets to the people wanting to get a Switch. So I went there last night. I asked them about it, and it's like, oh, that doesn't start until tomorrow morning. I'm like, okay, so when do you guys open again? I think they opened at like 9 or 10. I think it was actually 9. So I go home. I go to bed early. I wake up at I believe it was 6 in the morning, and I go to Best Buy, and I'm hanging out in the parking lot for a while. Eventually, another dude comes by. We get out of our cars. We're like, hey, you here for the Switch? Yeah, I'm here for the Switch. So, you know, I made a couple friends that day. So we got in line in front of the store. I was first in line to get a Switch in my area. Yeah, give me a little round of applause for that. Dedicated Nintendo fan right here. Yes, thank you.
Good work.
So, they hand out the tickets. They're like, hey, do you want colored Joy-Cons or, you know, gray Joy-Cons? I'm like, I'm pretty simple. I'll go gray. So that happens. We stand in line for a few hours and stuff. We go in. I buy myself a Switch. I bought myself a Pro Controller. I bought myself, I believe it was Breath of the Wild. I took it home. I set it up. And I played it for about 2 hours. Then I had to go do other stuff.
Nice.
I did not get very far in Breath of the Wild, which is unfortunate.
Yeah, that's my one complaint with that game is the Great Plateau takes way too long, but it's other than that, it's okay.
I heard the plot is like extremely good. So I do want to go back and maybe try and finish that game. I've never finished a Zelda game in my entire life, so I'd really like to try that at least. Yeah, no, at least one time in my life I would love to try and do that. I think my most played game on the Switch would probably be Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
Oh, I haven't played that game too much, mainly because I don't really have the time to, and I mainly bought it for my sister. That's my sister's favorite game. And I mainly picked it up because of the fact that I didn't want to constantly try to unplug the Switch, plug the Wii U back in, and I didn't even buy any of the DLC for the Mario Kart 8, so the Deluxe was just perfect.
Nice. Anyways, before we get into our favorite games, Zeke, did you tell us how you got a Switch?
Oh, yes. Last year for my birthday was whenever I got it, July 3rd.
Nice.
And it came bundled with a Pro Controller, a screen protector that I put on incorrectly, got some air bubbles in it, and had to remove it a week later.
I can't stand when that happens. It drives me insane.
And it also included a copy of ARMS.
Oh, nice. I haven't actually tried that game.
It's okay. I mean, are you a big fan of fighting games?
No, actually, I suck at fighting games. I can never play them.
Then I won't really recommend it.
Okay, duly noted.
So, yeah.
Well, it can't be much worse than 1-2-Switch.
Oh my gosh.
Is it really that bad? It doesn't look that bad.
That's the problem. It's just kind of boring.
Oh.
It tried to be the next Wii Sports, and it didn't work out, really.
The best way they could have saved that game and made it even better was if it was, like, they tied it with WarioWare.
I mean, like, the most I know about 1-2-Switch is, apparently there was a game where you milk a cow, if I'm remembering correctly, and, good old PETA got upset at that, and they complained to Nintendo publicly, and everybody was just like, oh my god, shut up.
If I remember correctly, the person in charge of the Nintendo Twitter fired back at them saying, okay, sorry, we're going to release some DLC with a almond milking minigame instead.
Did they actually? Holy shit, that's hilarious.
I think so, yes.
Great. Okay, I changed my mind. 1-2-Switch, best game on the Switch. I'm going to go buy 20 copies right now.
Can I have one?
Yeah, I'll send you 3. How does that sound? Everyone.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Everyone gets 3.
1-2-3 Switch.
Wonder what they're going to name 1-2-Switch 2.
2-4 Switch?
No, it's going to be WarioWare. It's actually going to be the WarioWare series. I'm definitely looking forward to that series coming to the Switch.
Is it coming to the Switch? I haven't really looked into the WarioWare series.
No, there hasn't been an announcement, but I'm pretty sure it's coming because of the fact of how they were selling the HD Rumble back in the what is it called, the reveal, and the HD Rumble, the them rotating things, all the things you could do with 1-2 Switch is why isn't this WarioWare? You've played a WarioWare game, haven't you?
Yeah, well, I haven't played a full WarioWare game. The one I had was, if anybody remembers the DSi shop, remember back then, I bought a WarioWare game on that, and it was okay. Really wasn't anything special. I'm sure a full-fledged WarioWare game would be much better.
Oh, it's so much fun.
Well, then I'll definitely have to give it a try at some time.
All right, so before we continue on, let's talk about some of the sales numbers. I actually we both did some research before going into this, and we found some pretty interesting stuff.
Yes, we did.
So, as of, I'm seeing this from Polygon, so it's a kind of a trusted source, from January 31st, the current physical year, it has sold 14.86 million units.
And that's for 2017. By now, I guarantee at least 15 million have been sold.
Oh, I'm sure of it.
Quick question: how many units did the Wii U sell?
Not that. Actually, it's eclipsed the Wii U.
Yeah, it's already beaten the Wii U in lifetime sales. I know that much. I think the Wii U was a little over 13 million. Which kind of sucks because the Wii U was actually an okay console. I feel like it was a little underappreciated. But at the same time, Nintendo did a lot of wrong things with that console.
I think we can all agree the marketing for the Wii U was utter shit.
Oh
yes.
My god, it was horrendous.
Yeah,
I can't even remember. I think I saw a Wii U commercial on TV one time, and I don't even know where it was. I was probably just flipping through random channels and saw it somewhere.
And you know why that is?
Why?
They were trying to grab the kid demographic with the Wii U.
It's just, yeah, exactly. Kids are not the biggest player of video games nowadays, Nintendo. It's adults. I think it's probably always been adults, really.
Kind of. At least people that are starting to get a little bit of a disposable income. I would say, in marketing terms, I would say that their entry level is probably 13 to 18, and then just everyone else up.
Okay, yeah, that actually makes a lot of sense.
Good, because I made that up.
Also,
really?
I think we can also agree. I think the Wii U was not a really good name.
They were trying to copy the success off of Wii because the Wii was such a fly off the shelf type success.
Then why not just simply call it the Wii 2?
Nomad, you could make this argument for the Super Nintendo as well. Remember they had the Nintendo Entertainment System and then the Super Nintendo Entertainment System?
Oh, yeah.
Well, you know what? Actually, then again, that does imply, perhaps an upgrade. Wii U, a lot of people apparently thought it was an add-on to the original Wii.
I did.
Which, you did?
Yeah, I did until I went into a Future Shop. It's a defunct Canadian Best Buy type store, and that's how I found out the Wii U was actually a separate console.
Wow.
Really?
Yep.
Okay, so we got living proof right here that people thought the Wii U was an add-on. When in reality it was a whole other game console.
But anyways, let's get back to the Switch.
Well, we're going back into the sales. It, like we've said previously, it's already eclipsed the Wii U. It's now got its sights set on, I think, the PlayStation and the GameCube. Those are the next lowest.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, the GameCube sold 20 million units in its lifetime. Wait, the PlayStation 2? Did you say that?
No, I said PlayStation, the first one.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I was about to say, you realize the PlayStation 2 is the best-selling console of all time. I'm pretty sure that one has 100 million something.
155 million from what I heard.
Oh, really? I thought it was 120 million. Jesus Christ. Okay. Sure, those things are probably a dime a dozen.
Speaking of the PlayStation 2, though, did you know that the Switch has outsold the PlayStation 2 in the first year in Japan.
Whoa. Okay, that's
crazy.
That it might not mean anything right now, but that's certainly certainly ring some bells, people.
And to put it in perspective too, a lot of people in Japan bought it, and it was advertised as a DVD player. So a lot of people bought it not for its gaming capabilities, but because of the fact it was a media player.
Oh, that's certainly something. I mean, that wouldn't work nowadays since DVDs really aren't as mainstream anymore, which kind of sucks. I like DVDs. That's actually something I wonder. Could you possibly could they do something where maybe you can download movies to a Switch?
I mean, maybe. I mean, I don't know why Netflix and Hulu aren't on board with the Switch yet.
I mean, it's probably because they're more focused on games at the moment. That's my guess. Do they even have a YouTube app yet?
I doubt it. I don't think so. I think it's just a game playing system.
Hang on, let me search that up.
Okay.
And while we wait, I mean, speaking of the games, you can't fault the Switch for not having any games.
Well, I mean, I guess that's kind of true. Some people apparently have a lot of problems with the amount of ports they're doing, and I'm starting to see that, yeah, it might actually be getting a little excessive. I just found out recently that they're porting Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze to the Switch in a few months.
With the new funky mode?
Funky mode.
Epic meme, by the way.
Oh my god, that'd be so cool, but no. As far as I know, there's no new funky mode.
No,
it's in there.
Yeah, it has new funky mode. That's where the new funky mode meme came from.
Oh, really? I thought that was just made up by somebody and Bethesda promoted it.
GameCubeDude,
I had no idea that was actually a thing.
GameCubeDude, you need to subscribe to the YouTube to Nintendo's YouTube channel and enjoy the greatness that are Nintendo Directs.
I mean, yeah, I am subscribed to the channel. I just don't have my notifications turned on.
I think we can all agree there's one port that needs to happen. Super Mario Sunshine HD, baby.
I agree.
I'm gonna second that.
I'd buy 3 copies of that game.
Okay, what's with you and buying multiple copies of the same game today?
Because, I liked having lots of copies, because my copies of games end up going missing because of a certain someone I shall not name.
Brother, I did it for you.
You're not wrong.
Told ya.
I mean, I don't really have a problem with them porting a lot of games over, because it makes sense. Like, the Wii U, like we said, the Switch has already outsold the Wii U.
That's true.
And so it's giving these games a chance to shine in a place where they could now.
That is true. I mean, I can give the perspective of I have Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze for the Wii U, and now I realize there's a new, better version coming out for the Switch. And it's like, well, if I had known that, I wouldn't have bought it for the Wii U. So it can get irritating, but at the same time, who could have predicted that?
And that's the same thing. I want them to add something to the games, make them new, make them fresh. Don't just do a simple copy-paste and call it a day. That's just fucking lazy.
I agree.
True. I mean, I would say a step in the right direction is how they included all the DLC in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Did you hear the rumors that they're probably going to add more DLC to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe?
Really?
Yeah, that's a rumor I heard, but I'm like, they wouldn't do that.
I think they'll just make a Mario Kart 9.
Yeah, probably at this point they would.
Kind of judge the interest, Mario Kart 8 sold a ton of units, let's put it on the Switch. Oh my gosh, this is selling a ton of units on the Switch now. Let's make Mario Kart 9.
Yeah, I mean, if they did do a Mario Kart 9 on the Switch, they would have to not use a single map from Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
True.
Well, I guess maybe they could use 1 or 2, maybe the most popular maps.
Of course, they'd have to include Rainbow Road.
Oh, there's always a Rainbow Road.
Yeah, every game's had a Rainbow
Dude, do you not know Mario Kart? It is standard that you have to have both a Bowser's Castle and a Rainbow Road. You know something actually about this newest Mario Kart?
What's that?
I liked the Bowser's Castle, but I didn't really like the Rainbow Road. The Rainbow Road was really underwhelming for me.
Oh, I enjoyed it.
I think 7's Rainbow Road is a lot better.
I never played 7. Is that the
Really?
one is that the one on the DS?
3DS.
3DS. Yeah, I've just recently played it with a. We had a 3DS party with me, my brother, and my sister's friend.
Oh my god, that sounds hype as hell.
It was a lot of fun.
Zeke, you need to get Mario Kart 7, and we all gotta race each other.
Why don't we just do Mario Kart 8 Deluxe? That sounds like a lot
7
more fun.
has different maps.
I'm still a believer that Mario Kart 8 is probably the second best, with Mario Kart Double Dash being the best.
You know, this might sound crazy to some people, but I don't think Double Dash is the best. I know, it's like GameCubeDude's pushing down a GameCube game. Yes, I know, shocking. But the thing is, I don't like Mario Kart Double Dash's control. It's too loose at times. And it's, if you know how to, like, apparently you can, no, I've seen this happen before. You don't even need to turn to activate the boost, you know, the slide boost.
Mm-hmm.
It's really broken if you know how to break it, which is so annoying, honestly. I would like to see Mario Kart Double Dash get like a revamp maybe on the Switch or something. I don't know, but they cannot use the control style they used in the GameCube version. They just can't. It would be a mess.
It'd be great if they incorporate the double, like, 2 characters, 1 cart thing again for Mario Kart 9.
Oh yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah, totally. That could be like a secondary Mario Kart game. That could be Mario Kart 9 for the Switch.
It just include, like, the motorcycles, the propellers going underwater, going in air.
They could have for the 2-partner mode in Mario Kart 9. They could have sidecart motorcycles.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh wow, that is a good idea.
I was just about to say that, you know.
Beat you to it.
Yeah, congratulations.
All right, so I think every single one of us has played Breath of the Wild. Let's go back to that. Do you think that there could have been a better what's it called, launch title for the Switch than Breath of the Wild?
Nope. I'll just be honest, nope.
You know what? Honestly, I'd probably say nope as well.
Well, actually, the one thing I could see that would have been better on launch day is Mario Odyssey. But I'm really glad they saved that for the summer. That game, masterpiece.
I definitely think that Odyssey is better than Breath of the Wild.
I mean, I really can't say because I haven't gotten far enough in Breath of the Wild, but I am really enjoying Mario Odyssey. Too bad I can only play it at certain times because I'm trying to make a playthrough series of that game, and it takes time.
Aw.
I know, it sucks. This is the downside of being a gaming YouTuber. You can't play games when you want to. You need to save them for videos. I have like at least 10 games off the top of my head that I think, I would love to play this game, give it a try, but I also have YouTube videos that I should make. I should save these games for said YouTube videos. I've got Eternal Darkness on the GameCube, Breath of the Wild, I got the Half-Life series, I got freaking Hat in Time, plenty of games. Just I wish I had more time to just dedicate to YouTube.
You haven't touched Half-Life?
No, see, exactly. I'm missing out because I can't work fast enough.
Just go play Half-Life or Portal. Portal's amazing.
Yeah, play Portal, not Half-Life.
Really?
Yes, I'd say just save your time and just play Portal. But yeah, what was I about to say? Oh, to solve your problem, you need to be a bigger fan of roguelikes because every playthrough is different. So yeah, you might know the mechanics, but every single map layout is different. So that's a blind playthrough right there.
Okay, that sounds interesting.
Maybe after the podcast, I can give you some roguelikes that you can try. Check out.
Yeah, I guess. It'd be worth a shot.
And actually, some of them are on the Switch, so I'll just segue right over there. So, one thing I'm really enjoying about the Switch is how many indie games are in that system. And as of right now, I've kind of lost faith in normal AAA titles.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
I do not blame you.
So, I've been mainly kind of like biding my time, not really biding my time, but playing like indie games because they're a lot of fun. I got some to recommend if you like to hear them.
Sure. Give some people some options.
All right, so some indie games you need to try. One you should try is Stardew Valley. I definitely recommend that game. It's a like a farm simulator, which it's like it's
Harvest Moon.
Yes, it's inspired by Harvest Moon and Animal Crossing. I actually do not play. Oh, go ahead.
I was just about to say, I remember an indie game. Well, actually, not really an indie game, but I remember a game that's so much fun that I'm sure everybody would love. I'm sure you guys have heard me talk about this game before. Blaster Master Zero on the Switch eShop is so much fun. You alternate. Zero. Yeah, it was originally the original version was called Blaster Master. It was for the NES, and they have a remake for the Switch. Basically, the game works is you go from side-scrolling action in a tank to occasional, what is it called, overhead views for like bosses and what are they called? You go into caves pretty much. That's what happens. But the game is so much fun. You collect different weapons along the way, and the story actually takes pretty interesting turns at times. It's really Blaster Master Zero. I recommend it. It's so good. I think it's either $10 or maybe $7 on the Switch eShop. I don't remember off the top of my head, but it's good. Trust me.
Okay, I will give another suggestion. The End is 9 is a pretty good game.
Never heard of it.
Have y'all heard about Super Meat Boy?
Yes.
It's from the creator of Super Meat Boy.
Okay. I don't know if I want to touch it considering how hard Super Meat Boy was.
It's a pretty hard game, but instead of like with Super Meat Boy, it kind of has that it kind of goes for a speedrun type of hook. With this game, it's more of a smaller screen, so like the entire level happens on one screen. And you just take it one screen at a time, and I think there's like 30 screens per world. And you look at this screen, and you're like, oh my gosh, how am I going to survive this? And then you just slowly learn, and you get through it. It's an amazing game. I mean, I'm not really doing justice to this game. It is a tough game, and it does one of the coolest things. So, you know how in Super Meat Boy you have to collect bandages?
Yeah, I think I remember that.
Well, in this game, you had to collect tumors.
Huh?
Tumors? There are just these floating tumors. At first, I thought it was a fetus because it's Edward McMillan who made it. So it's like, of course, it's fetuses, but no, it's tumors. And you had to collect these tumors, and they're in tough to locate places or tough to get to places, and it like really tests your platforming. But with time, you can get it. Well, after you beat the game, you get into like the dark world, and those tumors that you collect become your lives.
I'm still impressed by the fact that there's a game where you collect tumors.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
you had me at tumors.
That's certainly something.
I mean, the creator of the game, Edward McMillan, he is a really weird guy. But he makes some great games.
I believe you.
Didn't he also make Binding of Isaac?
Yes.
You know, I was about to ask that because I noticed that the Binding of Isaac and Super Meat Boy have a similar art style, so that makes a lot of sense to me.
Yes, it is from the same guy.
Speaking of the eShop, here's one question I have. Where's the Virtual Console?
There is no Virtual Console. Not yet.
Why?
There needs to be one.
I know.
I need to play my GameCube games on my Switch.
Exactly.
Oh, wait. GameCubeDude? Be honest. If they released a GameCube colored Switch, would you buy it?
Fuck yeah. You think I'm gonna pass that opportunity? Absolutely not. I'd probably never take it out of the box, to be honest. But I wouldn't be able to keep the name GameCubeDude if I didn't buy it.
Yeah, the internet will take your name away from you.
Exactly. None of you fuckers are taking my name away. You hear me? It's my name. I thought of it.
What I can definitely think is going to happen with the Virtual Console games is it's probably going to be paired with that online service that they're talking about.
You know what? That does kind of makes sense. What are you ing about?
Nintendo's online service.
Oh, what is your problem?
You guys know the voice chat, how you need to buy an app to voice chat?
Well,
Okay,
first
yes,
off, you don't have to
that's
buy
stupid.
the app.
Wait. Buy
I don't
an
think...
app? Yeah, no, nobody said buy an app. I'm pretty sure it's just
not
download.
buy it, but...
If they made you buy an app for voice communication, that'd be a PR nightmare.
Oh, exactly. I'm pretty sure they're gonna like get rid of all the problems with the communication issues. I'm pretty sure of it.
I mean, honestly, just forget their communication and just stick to Discord. This is what Discord was meant for, people. You talk to people as you play games together. Or you can talk to each other while doing a podcast. Wink, wink.
Oh, subtle plug.
Nudge, nudge.
Exactly. Discord, can we get a sponsorship?
I was about to say, now it's time for some house cleaning. This episode is sponsored by... But no, we're not that
anybody
popular
actually want to
yet.
sponsor us out there? We will totally take it.
Yes, please. I need money for a new microphone.
We're gonna use this. We're gonna use the sponsorships to get Nomad a new microphone because people complain about that from time to time.
Yes,
Really
I
now?
am well aware of that, and I currently lack the funds to do so. So please give me your money. I need your money.
Exactly.
We'll just create a Patreon.
I mean, we could create a Patreon for this podcast, but we'll have to discuss that later. For now, they just want to hear us talk about the Switch.
Well,
So
what
anyway,
about
where
that
were
Switch
we?
app about Patreon, though?
Oh, we were talking about the eShop and the Virtual Console.
Yes,
Oh, right, and then we got into the voice chat. Yeah, just stick to Discord. End discussion there.
I mean, I don't have a... I see what people are dealing with the whole like paid online service, but this one is not that bad. With it'll be about $20 a year.
Yeah, that's a great deal considering what Microsoft and Sony are offering.
Fucking Sony. I remember, I think it was half a year ago, Sony raised the price up by like $10.
Yep.
I think
That
the last
happened.
time I had a online service was with Xbox, and that was like back in like 2013.
Yep, I can't wait to get a PC so I can abandon my PS4 and stop having to pay to play online.
It wouldn't be such a problem if it was actually worth the money. I mean, what do? They give you a free game every now and then?
I think every month.
Yeah, they give you 2 free games a month, and to be fair, there's been some pretty good games on there.
Well, I guess
Like,
that's one thing.
Yeah, like Darksiders 2, Deus Ex.
Oh, it's actually like AAA games too.
Oh yeah, AAA games.
Yeah, actually, I remember. I think I got Dishonored for the Xbox 360 during the gold sale. I guess we can give them credit where it's due. There is one thing I wish they would invest more time in, though. That's security of the networks. How many times in the past couple of years have these networks gone down to hackers? You figured they would have invested more into, like, you know, actually securing the servers. I mean, granted, I can't remember the last time it happened, so I guess props there. Or maybe they just got bored of attacking the servers.
Well, then again, I think they got bored and they just now attack Steam during Christmas.
Which is kind of ridiculous.
Right? That's why I don't store my credit card information in any online service.
Oh, yeah, exactly. You know what? Actually, there is a loophole. One of my friends taught me this. What you can do is you can go to like a gas station or a pharmacy or anything like that, and you can get one of those prepaid debit cards that can hold like maybe $200 on them. You use those to buy things on the internet with a card. And once that card runs out, you're good. You don't have to worry about getting hacked.
I mean, that is a good idea, but the fees involved with those cards are crazy.
I guess that is one downside.
They're like $5.
Like, really?
Yeah. Trust me, I sell those cards.
Damn. Okay, well, that's one thing. Well, I mean, I guess it depends upon the service, because I used to buy Amazon gift cards all the freaking time, and I never got feed for those at all.
Oh, no. Like, for the most part with those type of cards, if it's, like, from a company, they have no fees involved. But if it's from, like, MasterCard or Visa, and it's just a straight-up, like, it's like a debit gift card, there is a fee involved with them.
But I got one of those for Christmas this year, and I didn't have any fees when I used it.
No, it's a fee to the person who buys it. So if I was to buy a $25 Visa gift card, I will have to pay, I think it's like $28.95 for $25.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
It's inconvenient, but it does protect you when you want to buy things on the internet. So I could live with a $5 fee if I'm getting a $100 gift card, honestly. Plus, I don't buy things from the internet that often. I'm usually just buying stuff from Amazon. That's about it. And, you know, always just stick to those gift cards.
Well, there we go.
Yeah. Nobody's getting my card information, fuckers. Meh.
Oh my gosh.
See, we're very insightful on this podcast.
Exactly.
All kinds of hints. We first gave you pizza hints, then health trends, and now it's how to
protect your credit card information.
Yep. And let me just close out this podcast with let's just talk about some Nintendo consoles just in general, like your favorite, like everyone's favorite what's it called? Memory with a Nintendo console.
I'd definitely have to say getting my Wii for Christmas. It was just great that Christmas, spending all day playing Lego Star Wars: The Complete Saga. So many good memories on that thing.
I mean, I can't think of my favorite console memory, but one I am pretty fond of is I think my Wii U. Because my Wii U was the first console I actually bought with my own money. I saved up a long time for it. I did like odd jobs over the summer, and when I got enough money, I'm just like, frick yeah, dude, look at this, I'm a man, I just bought myself a video game console. So it was a very proud moment in my life.
My favorite moment is waiting in line for the Wii. So
waiting in line?
Yeah, I waited in line for the Wii, and me and Logan waited 48 hours for the Nintendo Wii.
Waiting in line was your favorite memory?
No, I mean it was okay. Let me change that. Well, let me change it up a little bit.
Do.
No, I mean, okay, let's just say the memories involved with waiting in line for the Nintendo Wii are awesome. They were awesome.
What, did you see a shootout? Like
no.
The cops chasing bad guys or something? That would have been pretty exciting. Okay, but what made your waiting in line experience so awesome?
Okay, so it was pretty much like camping inside of a Walmart.
Did you actually camp inside a Walmart? That is hilarious.
Yeah, we pretty much camped inside of a Walmart.
Holy crap, that is actually funny.
Okay, so you know how it came out, if I remember right, the Wii came out on a Sunday. And Logan came over to my house on a Friday. He said, "Hey, I'm going to be waiting in line for the Wii. You want to come?" And I'm like, sure. So my parents decided it was going to be my early Christmas present. So we waited in line for Wii. We came over there. We went to the electronics section. It's like, okay, where does the line start? Like, line start for what? Like the Nintendo Wii. And they're like, oh, isn't that on Sunday? It's like, yeah. And they're like, okay, but and they just kind of like talk to them amongst themselves. Like, okay, just send them to the garden section. So
they put you guys in the garden section for 2 days?
For about 2 days, yes.
Wow.
Oh my god.
It was inside, and we were the first and second in line for 8 hours before the next person even showed up.
Wow. That's pretty nuts.
Did it feel good,
did you guys do scouting missions every now and then? Would, like, Logan go buy some snacks or something while you hold down the spot, and then he come back? It's like, yeah, food.
Of course.
I know Walmart has, like, I think they have pre-done pizzas, so you could probably just buy hot pizza and just come back, and it's just like, fuck yeah, dude.
It was before that, so they didn't really have a deli department. So they didn't really have any, like, fried chicken or anything like that.
And
My
don't
parents...
some Walmarts have McDonald's in them?
Some of them do. I don't think that one did.
I've never seen a McDonald's inside a Walmart. But Zeke, continue. I want to hear more of this.
So yeah, we were sitting inside of the Walmart for like 48 hours, pretty much. I think it was about 48 hours. And I think altogether out of those 48 hours, I think I slept 4 to 6 hours of those.
Damn.
And let's just say I got kind of loopy towards the end. Like, I thought the entire store was spinning around, like, towards the end.
God.
I can tell all y'all it did not actually move at all. And it was funny because one person in line got mad at the other people in line because after a while the line really started growing, and they started playing Monopoly. We had a Monopoly tournament going on in line.
Nice.
And this was like the best. Like you see like all these people like waiting in line for like the newest iPhone and stuff like that, and you just see them all bundled up. They're not talking to each other. Ours was the opposite. We were like playing Monopoly. We were all having fun. We were singing.
Yeah, because people who wait in line for Apple products are just pretentious pricks. People who wait in line for video game consoles are family. We are like brotherhood or sisterhood. We're not excluding.
Unless,
we're everything hood. We hug each other and stuff.
Unless, of course, it's the YouTube comment section.
Oh, God, no. I would burn myself if I was in a line with those people.
The funnest memory, I think I'll always remember this memory too, was like right towards the end, we started singing along to We Are Family, but we put emphasis on the we. And let's just say you can easily tell who's the scalpers are in the line because they weren't doing anything. They weren't having fun. They weren't playing Monopoly. They weren't singing along. They were just kind of sitting with their trench coats, just kind of like peeping like back and forth.
I hate scalpers. I really do.
Yeah, people are scalping fucking anything now.
Do you remember how bad the scalping was with the NES Classic?
Oh, fuck yeah, I remember that.
I didn't even want to bother with that freaking console. I only have one now because I won it in a lottery.
And did you hear people are scalping fucking cereal?
Yes, that is
Super
insane.
Mario cereal?
Yes.
Yeah, people are scalping the fucking cereal.
You can buy the cereal for I think like $30 on Amazon.
You've got to be kidding me. No, I'm not paying $30 for cereal, okay? Get lost if you try and come at me with that ridiculous garbage.
Well, it's better than driving down to the border just to buy some cereal, I guess.
I'd rather drive to the border. Stick it to the ass munchers who think I'm going to pay $30 for cereal. I'll proudly waste gas for cereal, but $30 up front? No, I'm not playing your game. I'm going to play my own game.
And let me just, speaking of scalping, this was before they had those like 1 per person limits. I think they like put a 2 per person limit. So I think my dad, he was like, we're picking up 2 of them. I got one. He picked up one as well, and he sold it on eBay. And he just set the bidding at like $100 to start. And we were like eating Thanksgiving right when it was ending. And he's like, "We just made $300. Like we just sold this thing for $375."
Nice. How much profit was that? How much was the Wii sold for?
The Wii was $249.
Okay, you just made $100. Nice.
Yes. So that my dad was super happy with the fact that I wasted 48 hours of my life.
Anything for $100, am I right?
Right.
The money's always right.
The money's always right. So, any more stories before we put it into this podcast?
I think I'm done with stories for now.
Well, one more thing. You see, the Wii I have now, that's not my original Wii, that's my second Wii. My original Wii, which it broke a little later after this story, see, one night there was a power surge in my house, and Wii, it just refused to work. It just didn't work.
Oh, God.
Then about 3 months later, there's another thunderstorm, and next thing you know, the Wii turns itself on.
What?
I know, I'm not joking. The power
So
surge...
it waited for a month to get a defibrillator effect?
3 months.
Wow,
It's seen some things.
that Wii held out for a long time.
I mean, to be fair, it was the winter, and the last thunderstorm was months ago.
See, this is the importance of surge protectors, everybody. Buy them. Use them. They will save your ass one day. I have every electronic in my room hooked up to a surge protector. You think I'm given a freaking chance of thunderstorms? Nah. Mother Nature, I paid good money for my technology, so if you think you're gonna little sparky it away, come at me, bitch.
Sparky it away.
Mother Nature, you can take my roof, but you're not taking my video games. Bring it!
I think we found the next fan art thing, too. Sparky, my technology.
Next fan art.
That's got to be the dumbest thing I've ever said.
Super Smash
but I'm proud.
Bros. GameCubeDude versus Mother Nature.
Yeah.
I'd love to see that fan art. That'd be amazing.
GameCubeDude comes to Sparky Sparky. Anyway, I think that's a good time
Let's end this before I embarrass myself anymore.
I was about to say, I think that's a perfect ending.
Alright, that's it, everyone. Hope you enjoyed this episode.
Nomad, tell the great people where to find you.
Yep. You can find me on my dead YouTube channel, well, dead now, soon to be revived, my Twitter, which is at NomadicBox87, and also make sure to follow the podcast on Twitter. We post constant updates there to let you know what's going on with this podcast.
Mr. GameCubeDude, where can the fine people find you?
You can find me on Twitter at GameCubeDude100, and you can find me on YouTube under the YouTube channel GameCubeDude200.
And you can find me everywhere under ZYoshiMan. And yeah, that's just about it. So I thank y'all so very much for watching, and we will see you next time.
Peace out.
Bye.
Later.